In your America, ever since arriving on the national scene, Alaska Governor Sarah Palin has been subjected to vicious attacks from the left. But over the past few days, many of those comments have become increasingly personal and have even been directed at her family. Now take a look at what David Letterman said recently.
You know who was in town this weekend? Went to a Yankee game? Sarah Palin, governor of Alaska. Yeah. Do you remember Sarah Palin?
Sure, yes.
One awkward moment, though, during the game. Maybe you heard about it. Maybe you saw it on one of the highlight reels. One awkward moment for Sarah Palin at the Yankee game. During the 7th inning, her daughter was knocked up by Alex Rodriguez.
And that was followed by a completely out-of-line statement by comedian Chuck Nice on NBC's Today Show. Take a look.
Sarah Palin, to the GOP, this is what I got to say. She is very much like herpes. She's not going away, okay?
And joining me now to weigh in on all of this, author of the New York Times bestseller Guilty, Ann Coulter. Ann, good to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Sure, anytime, Sean.
You know, I guess people say, oh, well, it's David Letterman. He also referred to, you know, the slutty flight attendant look of hers. And I'm thinking now, David Letterman, right. From what I understand, he just got married. He has a wife. He has a child. How do you think David Letterman would react if people started making similar attacks against his wife and child?
Right, and now that the families are open to this, have you seen the wife? I think every time liberal males see a female who is identifiable as a female, they call them slutty stewardesses. I think that's his way of saying she's attractive. For both of these lines, I mean, it seems to me the two rules are had been that you can't attack the family members, but I guess Sasha and Malia are fair game for comedians now, and the second rule is that it has to be funny, and that's the problem with the herpes joke. I'm not seeing the humor there. Okay,
well, I'm not seeing the humor.
So is Obama.
I'm not seeing the humor in any of this, and then maybe it's played itself out because he got killed by Leno, killed by Nightline, and now he's getting apparently killed by Conan O'Brien. So apparently
he's been killed for years. I mean, he has, I think since he and, up until recently, he and Leno were competitors. Leno had like twice his ratings. I think we know what keeps him on air.
Yeah, well, Leno was funny. I mean, Leno, I always enjoyed watching him.
Yeah, and that's why he had twice the ratings of Letterman.
You know, look, I wonder...
No, but Letterman is reliably left-wing, and that'll keep you a job in the mainstream media.
I've watched you speak in public, and I can't see you going after Barack Obama's daughters. I can't see you going after the children of politicians. You know, the politicians are fair game. They put themselves in the public arena. We're fair game. People say awful things about Ann Coulter on a pretty regular basis. Obama's attacked me by name. All fair game. But when you go after kids the way he did here, this is a young girl we're talking about. When you go after a woman this way...
Right. And people didn't go after Chelsea Clinton, and they have not gone after Sasha or Malia. This is a rule that has never been subscribed to by liberals, and it isn't just comedians. If MSNBC is the official Barack Obama station, CNN is the official Levi Johnson station. He's on that network more than Cooper Anderson is now. This has become an obsession with attacking this young girl of Palin's.
Yeah, well, who's this Cooper Anderson guy? I never heard of him.
And it's so over the line, it's so overwhelming that, you know, I mean, I think if I were a comedian, I had a good joke about Sasha and Malia. That's fair game.
All right, but can you imagine Letterman or Ann Coulter? Because you have a stand-up routine when you speak. I've watched you give speeches. You use a lot of comedy.
It's good.
A lot of it is. I agree. I use a lot of comedy when I speak publicly, but you know what? I can't imagine anyone talking about a slutty flight attendant look if they're talking about Michelle Obama or Hillary Clinton or any Democratic woman, and I wouldn't do it. What?
Right. We learned from the Clinton era that feminism is all nonsense, and as long as the speaker is a liberal male, he can say anything about a female, and in fact, in the case of Bill Clinton, he can grope or rape a woman, and it's fine. It was during the Clinton era that you will recall Gloria Steinem rolled out the one free grope rule in the New York Times. So I guess this is what liberals mean by empathy. It's almost like there's one standard for them and a completely different standard for us.
Isn't there something, though, know, like Governor Palin was in New York to do a charity event in New York. She was here, you know, to do a lot of good things for people. I got a chance to catch up with her while she was in New York here. But isn't there something, though, about Governor Palin that either they're afraid of, they're intimidated by? What is it? What is it about Governor Palin that they feel that she's, you know, open game, that no rules apply when it comes to smearing her, attacking her children, attacking her, that they would never do to any liberal woman? What is it? I don't get it.
No, it is ferocious, and it can mean only one thing, that they are terrified of her. I mean, I wasn't that particularly wedded to Sarah Palin as being our next presidential candidate. I loved her. If I were in her shoes, I think I'd take a little time to be governor of Alaska and think about running in 8 or 12 years. So, I mean, you talk to Republicans, people talk about Romney or Jeff Sessions or Governor Sanford. You hear a lot of names out there. But then you keep coming back to Palin because liberals are manifestly terrified of her. Yeah, and so, you know, just when it looks like she's trying to move on, you think, gosh, there must be something to her if they keep denouncing her the way they do. And they won't let up.
Imagine if she took her family on a paid vacation to a Broadway show or Paris, or if she didn't know the difference between Veterans Day and Memorial Day, or she thought of some unknown language, an Austrian language, or gave speeches of herself in an iPod to the Queen. These are all things Obama has done. I mean, it is funny.
I can top that.
Yeah.
I can top that. What if she wore that outfit Michelle Obama was wearing today?
I didn't see it. What was she wearing?
Can you flash that up, please?
I don't have it. I didn't see it. But you know what? Now watch. Here, let me make a prediction.
It was the headline on Drudge. You did too see it.
I did not. I did. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I did.
It was the headline on Drudge.
Yes, I did see it. I did see it. I'm not a fashion expert. You look terrific. That's all I know. So that's about as far as my fashion goes. All right, Coulter.
That's all that matters.
Honestly, what else could possibly matter? Come on. All right, Coulter. It's great to see you.
Good to see you, Sean.
You're a great American. And coming up, Donald Trump said it wouldn't happen, but Miss California Carrie Prejean has lost her